Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Good Friday evening. We are heading into a Resurrection Day weekend. I'm going to talk about how this, I saw this story earlier. The feds want information about individuals who are watching certain social media videos. Are you shocked? Probably shouldn't be, but this is chilling. It really is. I'm going to go more into it. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit about a near road rage incident that I was right behind 2 days ago. Good reminder to everyone. And I have a good passage that I will share here as well, and a good little and a piece of a message that I will share with you since it's Good Friday, especially. Okay, so you don't want to miss that one. First, day before yesterday. This was like today's Friday. This happened Wednesday morning. I'm driving to work, and luckily, unlike Mrs. Dawg, I'm lucky I don't have to get on a major interstate to get to work. I can take a 4-lane highway most of the way, most of all the way into work. Okay. Anyway, I'm heading down this highway. Mind you, it's not an interstate, 4-lane highway, going down, and I'm going a little over the speed limit. I mean, I'm going with the most of traffic speed, right? Well, and this is not unusual, but two cars screamed past me to my left, passing me. No big deal. Happens all the time, of course. But one of them that's tailing the other is starting to get really close. I mean, just almost touching the rear end of this guy. I couldn't even tell. I couldn't tell if they were male or female. Windows were tinted, two cars. So the one in front brake checks the other one that's tailgating. So they played this little game for several miles to where it got aggressive as far as the driving part, at least. Where the one that was tailgating swerved over and passed that person, and then that person got tailgated by the other one and brake checked him. And so they just traded doing this all the way down, almost to where the traffic kind of stops at a big traffic light. I started to back off because I knew we're getting to a big traffic light and it always stops. Traffic always stops in this area. And my concern was this is just escalating and escalating because they were just swerving all over the place. Other cars are getting out of their way. And my concern was this was about to turn physical. This was going to go violent. And because that's the way it was heading. Luckily, when we got to the traffic light, I'm backing way off. Okay. When we got to the traffic light, one vehicle did turn off and went down a side road, and the other one did not follow that one, so continued on. But there for a while, for I don't know, more than a few minutes, it was very aggressive. I'm shocked they didn't crash. I'm shocked they didn't touch. It looked like they did a couple of times. It was crazy. It's just crazy. There's so much craziness out there. I know y'all could probably tell a similar story. Many of you can. I know Mrs. Dawg is like, hey, I travel a major interstate going into Metro Atlanta every day. Dude, I see stuff every day. I mentioned this also in my last video, but I mentioned it towards the end of the video, so I know not everybody watches all the way to the end. But I've noticed a lot more emergency vehicles, a lot more sirens all day long. Now, I do a lot of driving during the day. And I hear it so much and I see them so much just today. It's unreal. It's unreal. But even out here, close to where we live, and we're pretty out there a little bit. So I hear it even in the evening more than I ever did before. I mean, are you guys hearing the same thing, especially you guys out in the rural areas? But it just makes you wonder, and I hear that and I'm like, I don't have a scanner or anything like that, but I'm like, what is that? Was that a mental health? Is it an accident? Is it a domestic? Who knows? It's probably a combination of all of it. But It's widespread. It's like no matter where I am, I hear it. Sign of the times. The Department of Justice had ordered Google to release names and addresses now of YouTube viewers who were watching specific videos. This is unreal. It's insane. This actually happened back in January of 2023. This was part of a larger criminal investigation. They also wanted names and addresses of people who were watching specific live streams as well. It didn't say exactly what this was about, but I mean, imagine these YouTube warrants were allowing police to target people simply for watching content, consuming a specific content, watching a live stream. I mean, think about that. Just for watching something. Now, the only valid reason I can think of off the top of my head is if you're watching something that is illegal, child trafficking or something related to that. But we know, don't we? We know that given that kind of power, we know it's more than that. There's no telling. This is totally unconstitutional. It's chilling, really. It really is. And they're saying it's happening almost every day. Now, it's unclear in this specific case whether or not Google fulfilled this government request. Who knows? But what a slippery slope. And the nerve. Shouldn't be surprised, I guess, for watching a certain video or a live stream. Can you imagine getting a knock at your door? Yes, Mr. So-and-so or Miss So-and-so, we want to talk to you because you watched a certain video. I'm not opening the door. No, I have no comment. No, I probably wouldn't say a thing. I wouldn't open the door. You're going to have to break that door down. I'm not coming out. That's my reaction. If that happens, if it ever happens. Who knows? It may at some point. It may happen to one of you guys. Maybe it already has. They want to muzzle you. They don't, it's not only that, they not only want to silence you, they want to control what you can even access, what you can listen to or watch. Talk about control. This is leading down an extremely, extremely dangerous road, y'all, on multiple levels. You know what I mean? I mean, we just want to be left alone. We just want to be left alone and live our lives. And if we look at history, when people just want to be left alone and the bear just keeps getting poked, there's usually a reaction at some point. Or the lion, the lion just keeps getting poked. That lion that's sitting there minding his own business, getting some sun out there, and the hyenas just keep coming at him, messing with him a little bit here and there. Sooner or later, the lion gets up. The lion gets up and reacts. We just want to be left alone. And how about police? Is your trust the same as it was 4 or 5 years ago? That's a tricky one for me because I am pro-police. I am pro-law enforcement. I think by and large, they're good people. With that said, I think it depends on your location, your state, not just your state, your county, even your local, your city. Now out here, we're in a pretty solid red county right here. So generally I have high trust. However, just given the last few years, it's enough to make me pause. It's enough to make me pause to where I would be very careful. I would be very careful about anything or probably wouldn't say a word to them if if they're trying to question me about something. Whereas some years ago, I wouldn't have thought twice. But now, no, I'm thinking a little differently. Hey, what do you guys think? Is that weird? Are y'all the same? What do you think? Again, that might depend on where you live. I would say don't be afraid. Watch what you want to watch. Oh, if it's legal, of course. Now on YouTube, of course, if you post crazy stuff, sometimes it may not even get published. It depends on what it is. You know what I mean by that. But watch your video. Watch the live stream. Watch it. Don't be afraid. Don't let it stop you. Watch your stuff. Watch your things, your videos. They don't want you to hear different views, but we need to say no to that. We don't want to lose that. That's very basic. We don't want to lose that, and we're not. We have a right to hear the truth. We have a right to hear opposing or different views. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. All right, I'm going to go to this passage. All right. Crucifixion. Redemption unveiled. On a stark hill of Golgotha, the crucifixion unfolded. Nailed to the cross, Jesus, before the excruciating pain, willingly uttered the words, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." The sky darkened and the earth trembled as the Lamb of God took upon himself the sins of the world, paving the way for reconciliation between God and humanity. How about that? Forgive them, for they, you're up on a cross. He's up on a cross and already in pain. Forgive them, for they know not what they do. That's just powerful. Also, I'll read a little bit from Matthew during the crucifixion, or just right after. Find my place here. And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook and the rocks split. The tombs broke open, and the bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs. After Jesus' resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many people. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God." Amen. Indeed he is. Not just he is. All right. Share your thoughts. Hope that was helpful. Heading into a weekend. A lot of people are out and about. So much craziness. Let's stay aware. Let's stay alert. Don't be afraid and all feary, but let's just be alert of what's going on around us, okay? But do your things, all right? Get out there and do it. And let's be safe. Stay close to Jesus. God bless you. I'll see you soon.